Alright, everybody, welcome to an Alien Romulus movie review. I've never actually reviewed a movie before, so it's be interesting. But this one's going to be pretty short, and then I'll have a longer one later on with a spoiler review. Because short of it, I love this movie. As you can see, Fede Alvarez directed it. He did Evil Dead 2013, which I absolutely love. It's probably my favorite Evil Dead, and Don't Breathe right there, which is a fantastic, tight-spaced, claustrophobic thriller horror. Um, so, in short, if you like Alien and Aliens, go see it because it is in the same vein as those two movies. Um, so, a short thing about the Alien franchise. The first two I adore. I absolutely love them. They're some of my favorites ever. The third one, take out the first 5 minutes, and it's a pretty good movie. It's a great, depressing movie. Other than that, though, it's got that 5 minutes, so it's like, eh. Resurrection, I have a lot of fun with. It is a fun, goofy movie. Um, we don't need to talk about the AVP movies. They're not in canon, and they're the worst of both franchises. And then you have Prometheus and Covenant. Now, I actually really, really enjoy those movies. And the only two criticisms that I feel are actually really warranted is that the scientists in both the movies, because they're both made up of a majority of scientists, make incredibly stupid decisions, and that is true. But other than that, what they do to build up the lore, to, um, expand the ideas of AI and the creator and stuff like that, it's really interesting and I enjoy it a lot. Which ultimately I think is why Covenant kind of. It's a mishmash of Alien and Prometheus. And because you have both, you can't really have a wholly great movie because they try to do both and don't really succeed too much in either one. But anyway, for Romulus, which is set between the first and the second movie, um, it's fantastic. The directing is amazing. The cinematography is great. The sound design is really good, albeit in the beginning there's a few instances where the characters are talking where you couldn't quite understand what they were saying, and there was a lot of like loud machinery going on and stuff, so understandable. And so that you have that, but once you get, once they're on the ship and in space and everything, that kind of goes away, and from then on you can understand them perfectly. Um, the acting is really good, especially from one of the leads, Andy. He's probably my favorite character in the movie. The android, and yeah, right there. There you go. He does a fantastic job. He's a standout in this movie. So yeah, the creature effects are amazing. They used mostly practical, just about all practical, I think, on the creatures, whether it's the face hugger or the xenomorph. Um, they use pretty much practical. There is only two complaints I have. One of them can be fixed once they bring it out on Blu-ray and stuff like that. Now, if they will fix it, who knows? But one of them can be fixed. There is one moment where there is a CGI face. And it really brings it. If you're one of those people that it brought me out of the movie, that's something that'll bring you out of it because it's very noticeable. Now, again, it is something that I believe they can fix before it comes out. Will they? Who knows? But I don't think it's enough to really. For me, it's not enough to bring it down like a point or anything like that. It's something that I firmly believe they probably added it last minute and didn't have that much time to fix it, maybe. And then there is a line in the movie when now there's a lot of people saying all of this is just, you know, callbacks to the first two movies and this and that, and it's really not. It does have a lot of influence of those first two movies. But I wouldn't really say there's not specific points where it's egregious except for one moment. And there's a line of dialogue there that's really like, ooh, I really wish you hadn't have said that. Because it felt weird. My theater was applauding and clapping when they said it. And I was sitting there going, why did you have to say it? But yeah. But otherwise, it's a fantastic movie. The score, or the music in it is fantastic as well. It really has that feeling of going back to Alien and a little bit of Aliens and giving you that claustrophobic horror experience. And they do take some jumps towards the end, which I did enjoy for the most part. And I'll speak about those in the spoiler. So that's going to end it for this one. I would honestly give this, for me, if you're given scores out of like 5 and you're able to give decimals, 4.5, 4.75 maybe. I just really loved it. It's a fun ride. Yeah, I would say definitely go out and see it. And that's going to be it for the shorter, non-spoiler review. Spoiler review coming up. Have a good day, and I'll see you. Bye.